Hey guys and girls, it's Daniel Walsh from Your Property Wealth. Today, I'm here to discuss the differences between a brand new property and established property. The reason why I want to discuss this is because I've seen a world of hurt with a lot of people buying off the plan, buying overpriced properties because there's clever marketeers out there that are showing you properties and saying that this is the best property to buy, and it's, you know, you're going to get the depreciation, you're going to get all these things, and what they don't tell you about is the hidden commissions and that you're overpaying for the property to begin with. And they also don't understand what the principles are of investing. So let me show you the differences between a new property and an old property. All right, so new property. Let's say that we bought a new 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage house. Generally, these new builds are also on a smaller parcel of land because developers are getting smart and they're starting to cut the land up smaller and smaller, and that means that you're paying a higher price per square meter. So let's say that you're buying a 300 square meter block. We see this common, and let's say that you purchase this property for $500,000. The very first thing is what you need to really understand is the difference between what you've actually purchased the property for and what the true value of it is, and then also where is your money going. So as you can see here, we've got house and then we've got land. So let's say that when we buy this, the house is $300,000 and the land is $200,000. So what we're saying here is your money is getting allocated more towards the house than it is towards the land. Now, what that ratio is roughly 60% to 40%. Now, what we know is, and it's no secret, that houses over time depreciate in value. It's why they give you depreciation. And land over time appreciates in value. So let's work out exactly where our money's going. Let's say that the house, that there, is going to go down in value over time, and the land is going to go up in value over time. Where is majority of your money going in a new house? In the house. Where's the house going? Down in value. Because it's like a brand new car. It was all shiny and new when you rolled it off the lot, and then over time it starts to go down in value because there's other new cars that it's competing with. And now it's no longer competing in the new car market, it's competing in the old car market. Very much the same with a house. When you buy a house off the plan, you're comparing it to new houses in the area. But over time, those houses become older and older, and they start to compete with the older houses in the market. And then over time, what you're looking at is that the overall square meterage of the block is smaller, and the house isn't comparable to some of the other houses that were older. So what we can see here is we're spending a lot less of our money is going into the actual land that's going up in value, and a lot more is going into the house that's depreciating over time. This is what the developers, this is what the marketeers out there selling off the plan to you don't teach you. They don't teach you where your money is actually going. They also don't tell you this. You've paid $500,000 for the house, but there's a lot of fees in this and hidden commissions. And I've seen commissions paid right up to $100,000. But let's say it's $50,000. $50K. If you're getting $50,000 worth of commission, but when you go sell an old house, it's not $50,000 or even more, then what that means is the true value of that property when you purchase that isn't $500,000, because they're factoring in the commission that they're paying to the marketeers, right? So you didn't have a house worth $500,000, you had a house worth $450,000. And this is where we're seeing a lot of people come in with bank valuations when they're building the properties, and they're saying, but I paid $500,000 for the house, but the bank valuer is coming and saying, but it's only worth $450,000 or even $400,000. It's coming under valuation, and they can't work out why it's coming under valuation. It's because of all the hidden commissions and hidden costs in the property that are going into the purchase price, and what they're doing is they're paying for it up here. So they're not telling you this when you're buying this brand new property off the plan. These are just some of the things with the new property that you have to watch. But let's now start to compare this to an established property. Now, if we were to buy an established property in the same area, generally it's cheaper. You have a look at what you're selling off, brand new, and then you go look at what you're selling off, it's like second hand. It's like a car salesman. If it's a 3-year-old car, it's not going to be the same price as a car that just got built, right? Very much the same with houses. So we bought a 4 2 and 2, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage, but this is an older home on a 600 square meter block. So it's got a bigger parcel of land, right? And we've paid, say, $400,000 for that. 400K. Now the same thing applies, right? Majority of this has depreciated over time. So we have probably only paid $100,000 for the house, and we've probably got majority of our money, or $300,000, sitting in the land. Right, so we've got where our money is going. We can have a look. We've got 20%, and over here we've got 80%. Now we know that houses depreciate over time. We know that land appreciates over time. Now, where is our money going? If we're going to buy the house, it's $400,000. We can see that majority of that $400,000, 80% of that, is going into the appreciating item, and we're only having 20% of that going into the house, which by that standards would have been probably fully depreciated over that time. So eventually what happens is the house becomes fully depreciated, and it's mainly land value over time. So this is the key difference between an established and a brand new property. Now, the other thing to have a look at is, let's say we look at 10 years down the track. That other house that you bought brand new is no longer new, and you're now competing against this house that is established. We know that they're both 4 2 and 2s. The other one's on a 300 square meter block, this one's on a 600 square meter block. Generally, this one here would actually make more money because it's gone up over time, the land has gone up over time, whereas the house is depreciated. So this is where you see a lot of these new builds, they don't make as much money, or they don't make any money, because that's depreciating and that's appreciating. So in 10 years time, the brand new property is competing with this property, and we know that we've already paid $100,000 less for it to begin with. So this is where you're going to make more money over time. Now you can make up your mind whether you would like brand new or established, but you can see here that where your money is going. If you're going to buy brand new, you're paying massive commissions to marketeers, you're paying more money into the house rather than the land, and that means that you're going to make less money over time in general. So I hope these videos shed the light on the brand new property versus established property. Anyway guys, I hope you like my videos, and until next time guys, have a great day.